Ban predictions. What's going to go? What should you spec on? What should you dump off? What should you unload? What's going to happen in Modern Legacy Standard? Welcome in. Much love. Trav here. Still alive. Missed a day of video. As I said, I was going to. That I will continue daily on Travis Wu channel, but as I am going through this off season, I'm not actually playing every day. I'm not going to turn content on this channel every day. But we've got a big event happening tomorrow. People asking me about it, and I thought it'd be interesting to talk about, just to predict and to see what will happen. First of all, I mentioned like what to spec on, what to unload. I don't think there's going to be anything that big that's going to move this time. I'm also really not certain. This is just a guess. And also, I'm releasing this at the last moment. The ban list is tomorrow, so this isn't going to be enough time to influence Wizards. That's not why I'm doing this. As you can see with the card I have up here, it's a card I don't want to be banned, but to me is the most likely to be banned. Now, first of all, we have Standard. Nothing will be banned in Standard. I don't see anything being unbanned in Standard. Standard is in a great place right now. It's a great format. Lots of mid-range decks can do well. There's a few combo options, but they're not overwhelmingly obnoxious or random, and you can play aggro, you can play control. So Standard is great, doesn't need a ban, usually won't need a ban. We're through all that bullshit. Legacy, I don't know, I don't see any reason why. And then Vintage, whatever. So that leaves us with Modern. Now, first of all, does anything need to be banned? Not really. However, that doesn't stop Wizards from banning things in Modern anyways. Sometimes they do stuff just to shake things up. However, there's a new wrinkle here where there's a Modern Pro Tour next year, or split format. I think that's the Team Pro Tour is Modern. Whatever, regardless, there's Modern Pro Tour next year. So it's possible we'll see them wait to do bannings and shakeups before that tournament. So it's entirely possible to me that there's no bannings this time. There doesn't need to be a ban. There doesn't need to be a shakeup. There's not really big Modern tournaments that need a shakeup. So for me, the most likely bet is no ban, no unban. However, if there's a card that's going to go, my prediction is Street Wraith. Again, this isn't a card that I want to be banned because I play a lot of Living End in Modern, and this is important to that deck, to Living End, so I don't want it to be banned, but to me, this is the most likely to be banned. So right now, what's the top deck in Modern? Some people would say it's Eldrazi. I think most people would say it's Death Shadow. So Wizards likes to kill the top deck. That's something that they do in Modern. But I think they've learned a little bit it seems like they've learned a little bit to try to nerf the top deck without absolutely banning it into oblivion, like instead of banning Slender Twin or Birthing Pod or whatever. It seems like now they're doing power level bans, not to destroy a deck, but to reduce its power level. If that's the case, Street Wraith would be a good card to target from the Death Shadow deck, because it feels broken. It is broken when you have multiples. It speeds the game up noticeably. It is a free spell, and it is very similar to Gitaxian Probe, which just got banned, and it seems like Street Wraith would be in line next. Also, bonus points for Wizards is they get to hit a couple strong decks. They not only get to hit the Death Shadow decks, but they also get to hit Living End. Living End would live through this. There's so many cyclers. Street Wraith's one of the best ones. So Living End would get hit nerfed as well, but would continue, and that's good. And then Street Wraith would also hit the new Vengevine Hollow One combo deck, which is remains to be seen how good it is, but we know that it's really dumb and can be stupidly fast. And one thing is, Modern's not supposed to be a turn 3 format. It's supposed to be turn 4 at least. So it seems like they would hit Street Wraith to slow things down a bit there. So my prediction is no bans. And my prediction, if there's a ban, is Street Wraith. And my prediction is that Street Wraith will be banned eventually. Now, some of you, however, are like, why wouldn't Simian Spirit Guide be banned then? Because that's also pretty unfair, and it's also pretty dumb, and speeds the game up. The interesting thing about Simian Spirit Guide is it really hasn't seen play in the top deck the way Street Wraith has. Street Wraith is played in the top deck, or that's one of the top 2 decks. Simian Spirit Guide is not. It hasn't been. It just doesn't see the level of play. It's not in as many archetypes. It's not as oppressive for that reason. Yeah, it's really good. It's broken. It does dumb shit. It's just not really played very much. Whereas Street Wraith is played a lot now. So I expect Street Wraith to go either this time around or within the next year. Again, it's kind of unfortunate. I don't really want it, and it's also why I made this video the last minute, kind of as a prediction, and not to influence. I don't want to influence them to ban this card. So hopefully they don't even. But oh well, you know, I wanted to make this video and appreciate you all. Let me know what content you want. Ixalan spoilers are starting to come out. Let me know if you want me to comment and make some videos on those. I will do that. And holler at me. Appreciate it. And what do you think is going to be banned? Do you think that I'm crazy, or something else is going to go, or nothing's going to go, or something will go in another format, or something's going to come off the unbanned list? Hashtag unbanned Splinter Twin. Never. Fuck that card. That card should go. So much love. Look forward to hearing what you have to say. Peace.